Our senior design project is developing a multi-roaster inventory management system for Redhawk Coffee. Redhawk Coffee is independently owned by husband and wife Braden and Mary. They started their business as a coffee truck, serving customers all over the Pittsburgh area. In January of 2017, Redhawk Coffee opened a permanent storefront in order to better serve their customers. The shop is based in Oakland, just a 5-minute walk from the University of Pittsburgh. The variety of coffee kept in the store makes Redhawk unique. It is Redhawk's business policy to provide 2 espresso varieties, 3 coffee varieties, and 4 roasters in the shop at all times. The large variety of coffee and number of suppliers presented an interesting order challenge.
We determined that the cost of inventory management was too high. This was due to frequent stockouts, inefficient batch sizes, a lack of standard processes, and short coffee shelf life. In order to decrease the cost of inventory management, we created a reorder tool that will reduce stockouts and improve process standards. These factors will help to reduce supply chain costs.
The first step in our process was to collect the necessary data to perform our analysis. Data came from 3 major sources. Redhawk's Square account provided us detailed information about which items were sold to customers each day. Details about each roaster included roast day, shipping lead times, and purchase costs. Finally, we personally collected data on store inventory levels each day. This allowed us to see how quickly large bags of coffee were being consumed from one day to the next. To develop the reorder tool, a forecast model was created. The graph plots the historical demand of espresso consumption. We then applied a double exponential smoothing forecast to estimate the future espresso consumption. The model was created in Excel utilizing VBA. Our inputs for the model included lead times, shelf life, supplier diversity, and cost. The model will utilize the forecast to determine when Redhawk should reorder, how much they should order, and which roasters they can order from.
For Redhawk to utilize this model, it will first count their inventory of bulk coffee, espresso, retail bags, milk, and chai. Next, they will enter the inventory into the model.
The dashboard of the reorder tool summarizes relevant sales and reorder information for Redhawk. When Redhawk updates the tool to determine information for their next order, they will enter the current inventory level, the desired buffer stock, the shelf capacity, and shelf life for each of their inventory categories. The roaster roster is a compilation of all of the necessary information for each of Redhawk's suppliers. For each supplier, the product type they supply, their roast day, and their lead times are entered. To update the tool, Redhawk will go into their Square account and download the most recent Square data. Clicking the Update button, they'll be able to select the file that they just recently downloaded. Once the update's complete, all of the graphs and reorder information updates on the dashboard as well. Redhawk can easily see for each inventory category from which suppliers they can resupply from, and the reorder quantity and time to reorder for each of those suppliers.
The model created will reduce the likelihood of a stockout at Redhawk Coffee. It will also drive cost savings. We have identified 3 major factors that will contribute to these savings. The first is the lifetime value of a customer. This includes customer spend per visit and the number of customers lost because Redhawk was out of stock. The second is a proprietor's time to correct a stockout. For this factor, we took into account the proprietor's hourly pay and the time it will take them to correct a stockout. Finally, we factored the cost of coffee substitution. This considers the bag cost from ordering ahead of time and the rush order cost of a bag. This reorder tool will help Redhawk realize a savings of $6,000 per year by reducing the likelihood of a stockout.